Today on the Frugal Filmmaker, we continue our series about creating a small studio, and today we're talking about lighting. Now, if you recall the first part of this series, you'd remember that I've taken a small room in my house, namely the laundry room, and I've converted it into some tiny studio space that I can use to make my YouTube videos. And in that video, I mentioned how I could improve the sound, and today I'm going to talk about what kind of lighting that I'm using. Now, basically, the type of lighting that I'm using is called area lighting, and that means that I'm just spraying light all over the place in an even manner. This is very similar to what you see at the news every night or in a TV studio typically. This shouldn't be confused with three-point lighting, which is where you take a key light and a fill light and a backlight and you get some really nice modeling to your subjects. This is much more even, much simpler, easier to implement, etc., etc. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing, but first, I wanted to kind of tell you the basic element of this lighting setup, and that is a light stand connected to an inexpensive light fixture, which is connected to an inexpensive socketed Y adapter. And in that Y adapter, I have two LED bulbs that are really close to daylight color temperature. I've then taken my two light stands, placed them in opposite corners of the room on either side of the camera, and raised the LED bulbs close to the ceiling. This allows for some reflection from the white walls and roof, giving the light maximum spread. Another plus is that despite two bulbs in each fixture, the LEDs run cool and have a rubberized coating which acts as diffusion for soft, even light. Now, if you're wondering why I used LED bulbs that were daylight color balanced opposed to, say, tungsten color balanced, the answer is right here, this window. Now, this is one of the best angles I could come up with when figuring out where to shoot in this room, and as a result, there happened to be a window in the background, and it created a nasty hotspot. Not only that, but depending on the time of day, or if I was shooting at night, this would change, so I really had no way of controlling the light coming in here, so I just ended up blocking it with this reflector. However, as you may notice, the light still comes in over the top of this reflector. Right now, I believe it's hitting me in the hair, kind of giving me a nice hair light, and it also acts as a fill light sometimes, which I like. So I wanted light bulbs that would match that and not create some kind of color temperature conflict, so I went with the daylight color balanced LED bulbs, and I think they work just fine. Now, if you're using my PVC light stands that I built a long time ago, you can still attach these inexpensive light fixtures to them. You just need some kind of an adapter like this. And all this is a 3/4 inch PVC end cap with a 1/4 inch hole drilled through the center. Going through that hole is a 1/4 inch machine screw, and attached to that machine screw is this light stand adapter. Now, this whole setup will set you back about $3. And when you're done, you just attach this to the top of your PVC light stand and you're ready to go. Now, if you want to build anything mentioned in this video, please check the description below. You'll find all the parts and links down there. And that's essentially how I area lit my laundry room studio. The nicest thing about it is there's very little setup or tear down. I just walk in, throw a bunch of switches on, attach a microphone, and I'm ready to go. Now stay tuned for part 3 of this series where I take everything I learned in parts 1 and 2 and apply them to my tabletop shooting, which is commonly where I do all my DIY builds. Now if you like this video, please come to thefrugalfilmmaker.com for more, and thanks for watching.